Anyways, this is part 3 of construction drama. Hopefully it's the last part. One of the funny things the contractor said was, while we were on the phone, is he was begging me to just let him do the job late. He's like, let me do the job late. Let me do the job late. And I was like, I literally can't. I was like, I cannot have floors being done while I'm home. I was like, I have all these kids. I was like, I wouldn't even do this job at all. I don't care that much. I want to surprise my wife, and I don't want to be in a job site. And this is the perfect time. We're going to be on vacation for 8 days, 9 days or whatever. So I'm like, sorry, I can't do that. That was the number one criteria. And he's like, you're really screwing me. How could you do this to me? And I said, it's not a personal attack. I was like, I simply can't. Like, I will hire you if you can get it done in that time, but you said you can't. And then background, and then later I found out that he actually said he can, was working with him, and then last minute said he couldn't. So that's just business. That's not personal at all. From my perspective, I'm thinking like, yeah, I would love him to do it, the floors. I was talking to him first, all that good stuff. But he had in his mind that we were taking his numbers and then going to somebody else. And I thought that was crazy. And I get it. And I'm like, that's happened to me, like they compare prices, which is perfectly fair. You can compare prices. We weren't like, your numbers aren't secret. We kind of know what the standards are. When you're doing a certain flooring, you're all going to be within $1,000 usually, so they're not that secret. So anyways, so he didn't tell me that, and I thought he was being really immature. He was begging me to delay it or delay my vacation or somehow hire him. And I was like, listen, I like I said, I'm not in charge. He's like, you're just pushing all the blame on the other guy. I was like, at first I thought he wasn't communicating with you and he was giving you the runaround, but it's 100% this dude's fault for saying he can do it, then he didn't. I'm actually impressed with the GC to find a flooring company 5 days before the job's supposed to start. The flooring needs to be in really quick so they can start moving furniture and renovating other things. It's like paint then floors, and then you got trim and everything else. So flooring is really crucial to get done, and if Jim can't get it done on time, like we said, then he can't do the job. And I told Jim, I said, I wouldn't even hire anybody if I couldn't get this job done during this time. So normally I don't care about time. I'm not one of those guys, but when time is a factor, you have to be prompt. And if you're not communicating and you're being spotty and you're saying you can't do it and you want to do it a week later, not going to happen. That's not how we operate. If it was something outside or it wasn't so urgent, makes sense. So I've lost many jobs that way. I say I'm about 4 weeks out. Sorry, I found someone else. I'm not going to go and cry. And even if I go out and bid the job and talk to the person, if I say I'm going to get it done before your party and then I last minute say I can't, I'm screwing the customer over. So anyways, what are your thoughts on that? I think that at first it was a communication issue, but I think it ended up being Jim's fault for all the wrong communication.